Well, before we move on to the action in the commodity space, let's also look at some more earnings that have been coming in over the weekend. DB Corp is holding out about 3% or so on the back of numbers which have gone down well with the market. Girish Agarwaal, director at the company, now joins in to talk about performance and the look ahead. Thanks so much, Mr. Agarwal, for being with us. Looking at the basic numbers, your sales are up 17%. Profits have increased by quite a huge margin. And in fact, the EBITDA margin itself has expanded nearly 11% or so. What's the reason behind this robust performance on the bottom line and the margin expansion?
I think it largely is because of the advertising revenue growth. Because if you look at my advertising revenue compared to last year's quarter is around 18%. While if you look at the corresponding quarter of Jan-March, I'm up by 24%. Now that clearly indicates that the advertising volumes have come back in the market. The various advertisers, since their sales are up and they want to tap the customers, so they are advertising pretty decently. And that's how the numbers are looking up. And in most of the important that my cost has not gone up. My overall cost is up by around 9%. And I've been able to manage, and especially newsprint is now looking very much in control because my newsprint price compared to my last quarter also is up by only 4%. So in all overall situation, whatever the top line is getting added on, straight away to the bottom line.
Okay, fair enough. So that's an interesting internal analysis. You're saying 18% is a year-on-year increase in advertising revenues, and 24% is a sequential increase in advertising revenues.
True, very true.
Have you taken any ad rate hikes as well in this quarter?
We took the ad rate hike in the month of June, but I guess it's yet to be really implemented in the market because 90% of the growth is still the volume growth. So I guess in the next quarter, I hope to see that some of the advertising rate also goes up. And if that happens, I guess this 24% corresponding number then would look much more real going forward also.
So how much has been the rate hike in a percentage sense, rough sense?
We had done around 12% increase as an average overall.
Okay. So this happened only in June. So would it be fair to assume that you won't look at hiking rates again maybe in this quarter, or could that happen if the market condition sustains?
In the print media business, generally the rate hike happens one or in some odd situation twice a year. So we already done this increase. I don't think we'll take any other increase on the existing editions. I may increase the rate for my newer launches like Bihar, Jharkhand and Jammu. That may happen sometime this quarter.
So, sir, given the fact that the real impact of this rate hike will only start coming in the second quarter, what's the kind of expectation you would have on your ad revenues growth in the second quarter?
That's what I was telling you. I'm very hopeful that whatever numbers we have shown in this quarter, for the next quarter, that should continue considering the rate hike also coming in line. So that's the reason I'm more optimistic on the whole scenario.
All right. Can you tell us a little bit more about the latest launches that have happened? How are they stabilizing? Do you have any more planned for the next 2 or 3 quarters? And also this margin level of 39%, is it sustainable, you think, for the rest of this year?
Okay, let me start with the launches first. My last launch was in Punjab, and that has gone very well. We are a bit of positive company in Punjab after a period of 2.5 to 3 years. And the radio business also is a 2.5 to 3 year old company now, and that they are also a bit of positive. I guess probably they are the one of the only radio company in the country who was able to become a bit of positive in such a short time. And this year we are launching Jharkhand, Bihar, and also doing few new launches in the state of Gujarat, Punjab, and Rajasthan and MP also. We are increasing the print stations and also launching new editions. Now, comparing all that put together, the EBITDA margin of 38%, frankly speaking, this quarter, since there were no new expansions, it came in. But I think going forward, at 29% to 32% is a doable EBITDA margin.
All right, we'll leave it on that note, Mr. Agarwal. Thanks so much. Good luck with the business. That's DB Corp, and they have come out with a stellar set of numbers, all thanks to advertising revenues and the way they've shot up. They expect that trend to continue in the next quarter as well. Well, with that, it's time to now focus on the commodities in that market, and Kunal advising a little bit of caution. That's where we'll have to leave it on Market Pulse for now, but thanks so much for watching. The action continues right here on Bloomberg UTV.